A Beaufort County judge has ordered a payment in the millions for a crime that hasn't even gone to trial yet. Low country consumers are the victims of a phone scam, and Beaufort was named the best planned community. We'll have all these details. All that and much more. Keep watching Beaufort. Your news starts now. Thanks for joining us for the Beaufort News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and here are your local headlines. A Beaufort County judge has ordered a suspect to pay almost $2 million for a crime that he hasn't even been convicted of yet. Preston Oates and two other co-defendants were ordered to pay the Oliveira family $1.75 million after being accused of shooting Carlos Oliveira to death in 2010 over a parking disagreement. Oliveira's wife, however, filed a claim against Preston Oates Towing Company, saying their parking requirements are what led to the death. The ruling comes as a shock because Oates' criminal trial will not begin for months. A Port Royal man has been arrested by police in connection with spending stolen cash. Port Royal police said Daniel James O'Hara was arrested recently and charged with petite larceny. Police said surveillance video recorded O'Hara on July 26 spending the stolen money. Additional details have not yet been released. Beaufort has been named the best planned community by Southern Living magazine recently. The award, which goes to a team of architects, builders, and developers who reclaimed and transformed the two-block stretch in Beaufort's famed historic district. The winners are from Alison Ramsey Architects, Community Development Corporation of Beaufort, and Allen Patterson Residential, who worked to improve Prince Street in Midtown Square. The success, of course, is also attributed to the City of Beaufort for their planning and support. Beaufort County students will soon be making their way back to school to a new superintendent. Superintendent Dr. Jeffrey Moss has been keeping a busy summer schedule since he took over the position on July 1st by visiting all of the schools throughout the county. Moss has more than 30 years of educational experience under his belt, but says it's his diverse background that helps him understand the community's needs. Moss is a big advocate of STEM studies and plans to integrate more technology-based practices into the curriculum. The Beaufort County Board of Education held their second back-to-school expo at Beaufort High School on Saturday. It was a free event to give students and their families a day of fun, food, and tips to start the school year off with a positive attitude and lots of valuable information on how to get and stay healthy. The Beaufort County School District teamed up with Hargray and other corporate sponsors to hold the expo. The first back-to-school expo was held on July 27th at the Hilton Head Island High School. And Beaufort County Sheriff's Office recently has announced that they have made their August promotions. Justin Greniger has been promoted to corporal, and Kevin Bush will now be taking the position of staff sergeant for the office. A ceremony was held this week to recognize the staff members for their outstanding achievement. Beaufort County thanks these officers for their dedication. World War II veterans were honored at a special ceremony at the Helena House Assisted Living in Port Royal over the weekend. A multi-service color guard and the Honorable Samuel Murray, Mayor of Port Royal, were among the veterans recognized at the event. The ceremony marks the 68th annual anniversary of the end of World War II, which is this week. And here's what's happening around the state. South Carolina Electric and Gas is warning businesses and residential customers about a telemarketing scheme that is still taking place. Several customers have reported getting calls from people claiming to be company employees that are stating that the customer is late on their bill. The caller tells the customers that the power will be shut off immediately if there's no payment. South Carolina Electric and Gas urges anyone who has questions about the legitimacy of a caller to contact the utility company's customer service department. That number is 1-800-251-7234. Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina gave an award to 10 South Carolina hospitals recently. The hospitals were recognized for delivering quality cardiac care as part of the National Blue Distinction Centers for Specialty Care program. Those noteworthy hospitals have been designated either for delivering quality care or meeting cost efficiency requirements. The program was started in 2006 to help patients find quality providers for specialty care. The 25th annual Beach and River Sweep is fast approaching. On Saturday, September 21st, thousands of South Carolinians will volunteer to clear trash from our beaches, our rivers, our lakes, marshes, and swamps. This is the largest one-day cleanup event in South Carolina and takes more than 4,000 volunteers. For a list of coastal site captains and cleanup locations, you can visit scseagrant.org. For additional information on these headlines, please reference the media sources that you see listed on your screen. Also, you can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Coming up, we'll speak with the Beaufort Regional Chamber of Commerce to get the details on why Beaufort has named the best planned community by Southern Living, and we'll talk to our very own Kevin Libby to find out what's hot off the press, so stick around.
Low Country Real Estate is located in historic downtown Beaufort, home to one of the most attractive real estate markets in America. We've been providing high-quality service to our community for the past 24 years. Whether you're interested in buying or selling residential, resort, or commercial investment property, our professional sales staff can help you with your real estate needs. Please visit lowcountryrealestate.com for details on all available properties in Beaufort, and come see how the Low Country becomes you.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. Joining us first is Kevin Libby, our very own, who's bringing us our hot off the press report. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Jessa, how are you?
I'm great. Now, Kevin, talk to us about the officer struck by a vehicle last week on Boundary Street. This is a very important story, so what can you tell us about this?
Absolutely. It was our Beaufort police officer, Chris Cushman, who was struck. The driver of the vehicle who struck him was named Jamal Brown. At this point, no charges have been filed. However, the Highway Patrol's multidisciplinary accident investigation team is looking into it. At present, no charges have been filed against Mr. Brown.
Okay, now no charges filed, but is there going to be an investigation on the incident?
Yes, it will be the Highway Patrol's multidisciplinary accident investigation team on the case.
Okay. And on another note, now we've heard some rumblings about the departure of the entire OBGYN department of Beaufort Memorial Hospital. What's going on with this story?
Yes, there will be 6 obstetrics and gynecological doctors leaving the hospital, as well as 2 midwives. They're not leaving until 2014, but it has been basically moved. The entire OBGYN department is shifting to Coastal Carolina Hospital, leaving Beaufort Memorial Hospital, which is a big deal because they deliver, I believe, about 4,000 babies a year here in the community.
Wow, yeah, that's quite a number. And what do expecting mothers need to know? Anything for them?
Expecting mothers, yeah. They're not leaving until 2014. Hopefully, Rick Toomey, who's the CEO of Beaufort Memorial Hospital, will be able to fill the positions that are obviously needed now with the openings of the hospital.
All right, some important stories for our hot off the press report, and I want to ask you just really quick before we go about Candace Glover. I understand she was back in the area. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, if you missed it, she was up in Charleston doing the American Idol tour, and if you want to come see her, she's coming September 12th. She will be down in Tanger, and if you go online, you can get tickets now. So go get some tickets if you want to go see Candace Glover in Tanger.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Kevin Libby. That is our hot off the press report.
Hey, thank you, Jessa.
Joining us now for our business report is Blakely Williams, who's here with the Beaufort Regional Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Blakely.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, there's a lot that I want to talk to you about in a short period of time. So first, let's discuss the recent national articles that have been featured. In the spring, Beaufort was named Coastal Living Magazine's happiest seaside town. So I understand this designation is getting a lot of attention in Beaufort.
It is. It was a wonderful spread in the national publication of USA Today. We've estimated that the publicity value generated is about $93 million. It's going to be a huge win for us. We've already saw folks in our visitor center that were reading the article over the weekend and came on in to Beaufort on Monday morning. So it's going to generate a lot of press for us. It already has, and we're thrilled with the designation.
Excellent. And in addition to USA Today, Beaufort was also featured in Southern Living as well. So give us the details on that story, if you would.
I know. August has been a great month so far for us. Our friends at Midtown Square, who won our Regional Economic Impact Award earlier this year, were honored in Southern Living's article. Midtown Square is a great use of infill in the city of Beaufort, and we're thrilled with the development. It's a great win for all of us.
Great. And let's switch gears and talk about business after hours real quick. Every month the Chamber hosts this event. So tell us more about the recent networking event that took place at Bricks on Boundary.
We had about 200 folks come out for this great event. It's about networking, it's about making business connections, and it's about great food and celebrating Bricks' 5-year anniversary. It was a great day.
Absolutely. And talk to me about some upcoming events real quick. The Chamber's Military Appreciation Day is coming up. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, we hope you'll join us. It's Saturday, September 7th. It's a free, fun family festival held at Laurel Bay. It'll be from 11 to 3. We're looking for sponsors. Anybody that supports the military, you're welcome to join us. We'd love to have you.
All right, we look forward to it. That is Blakely Williams of the Beaufort Regional Chamber of Commerce with our business report.
Thanks so much.
When we return, we're going to get some new details from our Beaufort County Solicitor, who is here to talk to us, and our very own Kayla Logue caught up with Battery Creek High School coach Jim Schumann. We'll have that interview after the break.
Alison Ramsey Architects believes that good design is a result of a collaborative effort between the architect, the builder, and most importantly, the client. The low country lifestyle incorporates all aspects of the home, and good design reflects the character of a family. No longer items of luxury, good design is standard. Let us help you craft a home built with everyday living in mind. Alison Ramsey Architects, creating sustainable, timeless design.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. Joining us now is Beaufort County Solicitor Duffy Stone, who's here to talk to us about lots of exciting news. So thank you so much for joining us.
Jessa, thank you for having me on.
Now, first, I want to talk to you. You know, there's been so much talk about the Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case. So with all the recent talk, please talk to us about your stance on these laws stemming from these cases.
Well, what's important about this, the South Carolina law and Florida law are identical in this. And the issue is not just a traditional self-defense claim that we've had in South Carolina forever. This is the concept of the Castle Doctrine. And what the Castle Doctrine means is that you have no duty to retreat from a situation in which you perceive danger, and you can use deadly force to repel that danger. And so what we're seeing with the Zimmerman case and some other cases throughout South Carolina are defenses based on something that's been really in the traditional South Carolina law for years.
And now this particular law has also had some local implications, including the case of the tow truck driver Preston Oates, who was accused of killing Carlos Oliveira on Christmas Eve in 2010. So talk to me about how that law has affected your ability to prosecute cases like this.
Well, like I said, the law is similar in Florida. It's also similar in the state of Georgia. What we're seeing, though, in South Carolina, and not just in Beaufort County, but throughout the state, we're seeing in almost every homicide case the defense bringing up the Castle Doctrine. Our Supreme Court 2 years ago decided that the decision about whether or not the Castle Doctrine applies is one that has to be made before trial. What that means to me is that we cannot pick a jury, we can't start the trial until first a circuit court judge makes the determination that I can actually prosecute the case. From this is an immediate appeal, and what that means is that the South Carolina Court of Appeals have to decide it, has to decide the issue, as well as the Supreme Court. In short, every homicide case that we're dealing with in which the Castle Doctrine is even brought up by the defense is going to experience a 2-year delay.
Yeah, that's quite a delay. Now, really quick, we're just about out of time, but talk to me about what a solution might be to preventing these delays.
Well, the system needs to be streamlined. Delay never helps the prosecution. We have a responsibility of bringing witnesses and proving the case, and the system really needs to be streamlined, whether that's a legislative fix or a judicial fix. Either way, the streamlined system would allow us to get these cases into court faster, and hopefully justice would be done.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your input on that. This is Duffy Stone, the Beaufort County Solicitor. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Kaylee on location, who got the opportunity to catch up with Coach Jim Schumann of Battery Creek High School, so check it out.
Hi, this is Kayla Logue at WHHI-TV. I'm here at the Battery Creek and Beaufort High School preseason football game, and we're here to check in with both of the coaches to see what they have in store for the 2013 football season. I'm here with the head coach of the Battery Creek football team. Coach, could you tell me how the team is looking so far?
So far, so good. We're young. We're very inexperienced. We lost a lot at graduation, but we look good. Our first scrimmage today, we had 3 or 4 get hurt, but overall, we look pretty good.
Okay, and then can you tell me maybe a few key returning players that might make a continuous impact on your team?
Sure. We have several seniors that are going to be impactful. Jason Green, our inside linebacker, he's a 2-year starter. Isaiah Sloan, he's a 2-year starter, also an inside backer and tight end. And our quarterback, Raquan Smalls, this will be his 3rd year running our offense. So he's done a great job. He's only a junior. We have Raheem Cooper out at corner. He's also a senior. So we've got some experience, but we're pretty young on our offensive and defensive lines. We graduated most of those guys.
Okay, well, for this young team, what are your main team goals for this season?
Well, our team goals, of course, are always to continue to get better each and every day, to grow, to be more successful. We want to obviously compete for our region championship and to go out and make sure we're improving and building fundamentals. We're coming off the best year at Battery Creek in 10 years, so we want to build on that.
I'm here with head coach of the Beaufort High School, Coach Clifford. Coach, could you tell me how the team is looking so far?
Well, we had a good, hard, physical practice, but we usually don't scrimmage this early. This is the earliest we've ever scrimmaged. And in fact, we only had one day in full pad, so, wasn't expecting a whole lot. So I am pleased. I am pleased. You're just looking for those kids that are going to go 100% and go full speed, because that's how you win. But I was pleased on how they look today, and we're coming closer together. We're not big on numbers this year, but what we have is pretty good.
Right, well, I understand this is a preseason game, but what are your main concerns going into the actual season?
Big thing is everybody coming together as a football team and getting that chemistry.
Hi, this is Kayla Logue at WHHI-TV. We just wrapped up the preseason game between Battery Creek High School and Beaufort High School, and Edward and I here are going to play a little catch. Back to you guys.
A special thank you to Kayla and Coach Jim Schumann for that report. When we return, we'll speak with Councilman Joe Lee to get the latest from Port Royal in our Port Royal report. And we'll tell you what you won't want to miss out and about in Beaufort this week, so stay right there.
For over 50 years, Greco has been dedicated to our customers and making them feel at home.
We have a huge selection of home decor, including lamps, lighting, and accessories.
And a garden center with only the highest quality plants. Our in-house designer will make your home more comfortable and inviting. We have something for everyone in our 50,000 square foot store. We're Beaufort's source for Benjamin Moore paint, fishing supplies, Yeti coolers, Columbia sportswear, beach supplies, Weber grills, and steel power equipment. Greco, home improvement is our business, and low country living is our style.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. For our Port Royal report, we have Councilman Joe Lee joining us. How are you, Joe?
I'm great, Jessa.
Good. So I've got a few things to ask you right out of the gate. I want to ask you about the new map that was just released by the town of Port Royal. Tell us about this.
Yeah, it's great, Jessa. We've put together a map in cooperation with the YMCA and also Historic Port Royal Foundation. And it's a combined map of our wetlands area. So it's got guides about how to get around the wetlands and where the rookery is. But it also has a walking map of the historic homes in the town. And it has a little bit of background about each house. So it's great. It's being distributed all over the town, and it's at the Chamber and the Visitor Center.
All right, excellent. Now, how many did you make, and where can we get one?
Well, we printed 10,000, and we've already shipped them to some of the visitor centers on interstates. It goes out to the mailings at the air station for all people being transferred into Beaufort. As I said earlier, we put them at the visitor center here, and we're shipping them off to Paris Island as well for visitors there.
All right, wonderful. Now, switching gears a little bit, I want to ask you about the first street concert that is coming up. Can you tell us about that?
I sure can. This Saturday, the 16th, we have the Ronstadt Generation. It's a free concert on the street on Paris Avenue in Port Royal. This fall, it starts at 6 p.m. Because of the shorter daylight hours. And so bring your family, your friends. Again, it's free and free parking, and it's a family-friendly event. You're welcome to bring your coolers and chairs and spend a couple of hours under the live oaks.
All right. Well, we'll have to get out there a little bit earlier due to the changing daylight, so thank you for that warning. We appreciate your Port Royal report. That is Councilman Joe Lee. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For all the latest in Beaufort entertainment, as always, we bring you our Out and About report with Low Country Weekly.
Thanks a lot. This Sunday, August 18th, Band Jam 2013 comes to the USCB Center for the Arts, bringing a little bit of rock, a dash of country, a touch of blues, and plenty of fun. Band Jam will showcase a wide variety of local musicians and bands, including the Sometimes Later Band, the Sweetgrass Angels, Amanda Brewer and the Brewer Band, Frank Waddell and Billy Drysdale, Richard Wilson of the Reconstruction Band, and Kurt Dempsey. Gather your family and friends and come down to the Center for the Arts to get out of the summer sizzle and into the heat of the beat. Tickets are $10 and available through the USCB box office at 521-4145 or the evening of the show, which starts at 6 p.m. The next day, August 19th, Monday night movies continue at the Center for the Arts. Midnight's Children is an epic film from Oscar-nominated director Deepa Mehta, based on the Booker Prize-winning novel by Salman Rushdie. At the stroke of midnight on August 15, 1947, as India proclaims independence from Great Britain, 2 newborn babies are switched by a nurse in a Bombay hospital. Salem Sinai, the illegitimate son of a poor woman, and Shiva, the offspring of a wealthy couple, are fated to live the destiny meant for each other. Their lives become mysteriously intertwined and linked to India's whirlwind journey of triumphs and disasters. The film is sweeping in scope yet intimate in tone. Hopeful, comic, and magical, it conjures images and characters as rich and unforgettable as India herself. The screening starts at 7 p.m. and tickets are $7 for adults, $6 for seniors and military, and $5 for students. Call 521-4145 for more information. Looking ahead to September, literature lovers should make plans now to attend the 2nd annual Short Story America Festival. We've just learned that 2 big names have been added to the list of presenters. Anne Serling, daughter of the late great Rod Twilight Zone Serling, and Richard Hawley, author of the modern classic The Headmaster's Papers, will be among a long and impressive list of writers headlining the festival, which happens September 26th through 29th right here in Beaufort. To register for this celebration of literature, which I can tell you personally was an absolute blast last year, go to shortstoryamerica.com or call 597-3220. The early bird all events pass, which includes both receptions and all readings and workshops, is only $45 now until September 1st, after which point it rises to $60. Thanks. Now back to you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Jessa Jeremiah for the Beaufort News. Please join us next time.